Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back in another video. This is Aditya Saxena over here, and in today's video, we are going to talk about the recent missile attacks and missile exchanges which were carried out by US and Israel against Iran. And we are going to know what were the reasons behind these attacks, and what were the consequences of these attacks, and what can be done in the future to negotiate and bring this war to peace. So without wasting any time, let's start our video. So on 20th February 2026, the US Department of Defense and the Israel military force launched a joint operation against Iran, codenamed as Road Lion by the Israeli government and codenamed as Operation Epic Fury by the US Department of Defense. In this operation, several missiles and drones were launched by the US and the Israeli military on Iran, targeting its nuclear and military bases mainly. And as a result of this drone attack, several towers and several people were also killed in Iran. And as a mark of revenge, the Iran launched its drone attack on various Gulf areas, for example, Bahrain, Kuwait, then UAE, and Dubai, etc. And and it has been stated that it has been confirmed by the US President Donald Trump that they will be carrying out these operations till further notice, until they completely dissolve the Iranian government over there. So now we are going to discuss about what were the reasons behind these attacks, why the US and the Israeli military forces carried out this operation against Iran. So, as we all know, that Israel and Iran have been in conflict since way back in 1985. Uh, Earlier, the relations between the Iran and Israel were very warm, but in the later 1990s, due to Iran supporting Palestine, this was actually not fair for Iran, and some of the communal reasons were behind these conflicts. So, as a result, several attacks were carried out earlier in 2024 also, uh, by the Israel on Palestine. As we all know, the Israel-Palestine conflict, and Iran backed Palestine in this situation, and from then on, Israel actually Iran was on the target of Israel, that sooner or later they are going to target Iran someday with the help of some big military force. So now, uh, a few weeks earlier, the US and the Israel military force had a joint conversation with the Iran on some nuclear facilities and nuclear operations. Uh, and days later, the US and the Israeli forces carried out these drone attacks on Iran, so that they can destroy the Iran's defense and military forces and prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear capabilities and nuclear access. So their main motive is to prevent the Iran from gaining the nuclear access and nuclear capabilities more than uh, the US and the Israel, because they they know that Iran can be a threat to Israel and USA if they have the nuclear capabilities and nuclear access, so that they can launch nuclear attacks on maybe Israel or USA or maybe other countries. So they decided to come together, the USA and the Israeli forces, and they conducted this attack against the Iran. And now talking about the consequences during these attacks. So the leader of the leader of the Iranian community, uh, Ali Khamenei, was killed during this attack. He was the Islamic leader of Iran. He was responsible for the Islamic Revolution in Iran, and he was killed inside his house during this operation. And his killing has been confirmed by the Iran and USA and the Israel governments as well. So there have been protests against this war and this drone attack by several companies. I'm sorry, several countries, and the France called the United Nations conference so that they can find a solution to stop this war. I think that the conversation is still going on, and we still do not know what will be the result of this conference. In retaliation, Iran closed all the civil aviation airways and traffics, and also the Iranian navy closed the Strait of Hormuz to prevent any trade of oil between the outer world and the Gulf area. And as a result, the oil prices have spiked up very high by 20%, and several ships were also attacked uh, in by the Iranian uh, navy during this ongoing conflict. And now the Iran has appointed its new leader to take over, and they have uh, they have vowed to take revenge against the US and Israel soon. But the US president is warning Iran to not take any action, because if they will take any action, then US will retaliate with even more force and even more power, which they may not have seen or earlier imagined. So now we are going to talk about what can be done to resolve this conflict. So uh, in this situation, only a joint meeting to negotiate is the only option. War has never been a solution to any problem. So, in my opinion, if the US and Israel and Iran, if these three conduct a joint meeting to resolve the conflict, then uh, it would be a better solution. And I hope that no more casualties are found in this operation and in this war, because uh, because innocent people are killed during this war situation and drone attacks. So it is the responsibility of us humans to save humanity, and not kill people just for our own benefits. So I hope that they reach that they reach a solution, they reach a final result very soon. So that is all for today's video. If you have liked this video, please like, share and subscribe our channel Architect India, so that I can bring more of such informative content soon. So this is Aditya Saxena signing off. Thank you all.